All right, so come and let's sit in tailor seat on the floor. Let's close the eyes. Slowly make the shift from feeding the thoughts, putting attention to the mind, and shift the attention towards the sitting bones on the floor. Feel the sitting bones on the floor. And start engaging your pelvic floor muscle. Slowly close your pelvic floor muscle. Not too tight, gently. And then from there, feel the mobility in the lower hips, in the lower back and the hips. And then we'll start moving, making small circles with the hips. And as you're making circles with the hips, start deepening your breath. And as you slowly can notice that there's more space for presence, so that the mind goes a little bit more quiet, you pick up more and more connection points with your sensation and your breath. And then, as that attention towards presence, towards the physical body, towards breath enhances, maybe you can start also enhance the movement. So slowly but surely starting to make bigger circles. And then integrating the movement with the breath. So as you go forward, you inhale. And as you go backward, you exhale. And as you're making your circle, see if you can keep your chest open. Pelvic floor muscle is still engaged. And then we'll switch sides. And start observing it all. So the movements, the sensations in your hips, lower back. Feel if there's more freedom when you go to the right as when you go to the left. Or it's the same sensations. And let's make 3 more circles here. And then after that, you stand still in the middle. Take a big deep inhale from the belly all the way up to the chest, slowly. And exhale fully out. Now gaze between your eyes with your eyes closed. And so simply notice how easy or not easy it is to be aware of your posture and your breath and how loud your mind is talking to you. So today we're going to be challenged in order to put the light on the shadow. So that we all have a shadow. It is the metaphor for the unconscious mind. It is discovered by Carl Jung, Swiss psychiatrist, 20th century. And he discovered that the thing about the unconscious is that it's unconscious. And given the fact that we're functioning 95% from our unconscious and 5% from the conscious mind, it's very helpful to shine the light on the unconscious mind so that we can change patterns and that we can change habits which don't serve us in our lives. So we have all kinds of tricks and tools to waken ourselves up to our own shadow. And as long as we are not willing to look at our own shadow, we keep falling prey to things that don't really serve us. So we want to name it to tame it. We want to shatter the shame around it. So I'm going to give you, with your eyes closed, I'm going to slowly give you 7 clues to know for yourself if your shadow is in charge of your unconscious behavior. The first one, there are 7. Love loops. That's you keep acting out the same dynamics and patterns or emotional reruns in relationships. So that can be friendships, family, or romantic relationships. Called love loops. Certain patterns in the relationships you have with the people around you. The second one is dominating inner critic. So that's what I want to focus on today, the dominating inner critic. So it is being overly critical of yourself, degrading yourself, driving you to do and achieve more and be better. Criticizing yourself when you're not perfect or good enough. So this is why we're going to do a lot of balancing today, a lot of balancing postures. And we're also going to do, quite some challenges. And then the inner critic will maybe, if the inner critic is very alive in your unconsciousness, it will come to the surface. And then you can just be aware of it. And as long as you're not aware of it, it can just play out, it can do its thing. So the first step to healing is becoming aware of it. The third one is doing something you know is not good for you. So even though you are aware that a choice is not healthy or beneficial, you decide to do it anyway. That's your shadow. Defensiveness. So getting defensive when the situation does not at all call for it. That is another sign that your shadow is in charge. Reactivity. We all have it, and we all have those 7. Automatically and repeatedly acting in the same way and losing ourselves in the ensuing dramatics. A disproportionate response that does not match the circumstance. Reactivity. Then the 6th one is excessive positivity. So exaggerated investment in being positive. Resolutely upbeat. Inordinate positivity that distances us from real emotional and psychological depth and the suffering of others. Excessive positivity. And then the last one is emotional numbness. That's one I suffered a lot from that in the past. It's being cut off from our emotions keeps us safely removed from the pain in relationships that was associated with emotions, like being rejected for crying or showing anger when you're young. So it comes from if your parents just cut you off, you couldn't have certain emotions, then when you grow up, you become a little bit numb because the parents didn't tolerate those emotions. And often the reason why parents don't tolerate those emotions is because they cannot deal with it themselves. So those are the 7 signs that you know that your shadow is in charge. Now, what I would like to mention about the shadow, it's not like at a certain moment that we're done with dealing our shadow. It's not like a moment we're done with figuring out our unconscious mind. It's impossible. So it's a reoccurring process. And the unconsciousness is something, your own unconsciousness. It's like you're meeting a new person. It's like when you meet a new person, a new friend, a new partner, your child from baby growing up. It's all these dynamics of getting to know a person. You can sort of compare it with you getting to know your own shadow and even hopefully, maybe if it's possible, fall in love or really loving your own shadow. So that is like the process. It's a never-ending process because life keeps happening. We keep reacting to circumstances in our lives, and so new stuff about our own personality keeps showing up, keeps coming up. So the more light we shine on it, and the more we can really see it and receive it, the better we can sort of accept it, and then maybe it might transform to other states. And then it can really alchemize into something that will serve us. So for me, for example, I am working with judgment a lot in my life situation. I judge a lot people who are very close to me, family members, and that's something I really need to learn to not do. And I sort of want to alchemize my judgment into into discrimination. So Vijnana Maya Kocha is a Sanskrit word for it, or discernment. So the difference between discernment and judgment is when you judge, there's an emotional charge. When you discern, you simply see there's a cause and there's a consequence, and this is just how it goes, without any judgment or without any emotional charge. But that's my thing. So let's see, how will you react to your own challenges in this practice? How do you talk with yourself? All right, let's just take a couple of breaths to let sink in that information. See what comes up for you. Take that seriously. So the whole yogic road is also about starting to really trust ourselves and the thoughts that come up after I talk. Things will come up in your examples from your own life, and observe what comes up, because what comes up is rich information for you. Then sigh it out. And we're gonna, before we start moving, I would like you to go to lie down on your back, because we're gonna rinse out. And before you, I'm gonna really teach you a very good technique to rinse things out, but we need our core for that. So come and lie on your back and just take a big stretch. And then we're going to do some core work before we start to discharge. Yeah? Okay. Stretch the legs up. Push the lower back into the floor. Lift up the shoulders, arms forward. Take your right leg down. And up. Left leg down. And up. Right. Left. Feel your belly working. So as you take your leg down, use your belly a little bit more. Pull the navel down. Very nice. Just place your feet on the floor. Close your eyes. Take a couple of breaths. All right, then lift your legs up again. Push the lower back into the floor. Yeah, bring both of your hands behind you. Now take your right arm, left knee back. Left arm, right knee back. Keep pulling your navel to your spine. Push the lower back down. All right, now we're going to take the right knee, bend. Left leg to the back, circles. Small circles. Lower back into the floor. Now, the more you want to train your belly, you just take your left leg lower. The reason why I keep the right knee bent above the right hip is to make sure that the lower back does not leave the floor. Yeah, so I'd like you to really feel that the lower back is pushed down into the floor. And then change the direction of the circle. Now, if this is too low for you, you can also make the circle here, right? Now, when you're making the circle, close your eyes. And I'd like you to really feel for yourself the muscles engaged in this exercise. So feel the movement in the belly as you're doing the exercise. See if you can notice all the different muscles which are engaged in this exercise. Yeah. And then take both of your feet down. Just take 3 full breaths. So, as you know, I have a weak back, so I've got to really be very careful with my belly exercises, because otherwise my lower back is lifting from the floor and that will start hurting my lower back. So this is why for me it's important to really build a safety net while doing the belly exercises. So the safety net is the bent knee, making sure that the lower back stays on the floor. So take your left knee above your left hip, take your right leg straight forward, and we're just going to make circles to the front first. And again, it's up to you. If you're super strong, you can make the circle right here if the lower back stays on the floor. If you feel that the lower back is lifted, you take the leg a little higher and you make your circle here. If you don't have any problems with your lower back, you can do it with both legs. Keep pulling the navel to the spine. And then start enhancing that circle. Bigger circle. Keep pushing lower back into the floor. Good work. Yeah, very nice. Don't do it too quickly. Keep the strength in your right leg. And then change the direction. Do it slowly, because then when you feel all the muscles involved. Very nice. Now, if you want to put a little bit more pressure on your belly, you take your left bent knee a little bit more forward. So away from your face, Sari. More, yes, exactly. You feel the difference. Yes, try to keep the right leg straight. 3 more circles. Very nice. Very nice. Now bring both of your feet on the floor. Stretch your legs forward. Take your arms back. Take a big stretch. So you woke up there your belly muscles, and we're going to need them for the shaking that we're going to do. So from there, you're going to roll up, and you're going to come and stand up. So you're going to take the feet a little wider than the hips. Use your belly. Pull the navel back. A lot of awareness in your belly. And we're just going to go to the sides with the belly strong. Use your belly, pull the navel back. So now just get your shoulders to the front. So as you're moving, really twisting one shoulder to the front, the other shoulder to the front, feel that you need your X to be stable. All right, now put your energy in your legs. The inside of the leg super strong. Inside of the leg super strong. Engage. Spread your toes. And then see if you can really fire up your legs. Super strong legs. And then you can decide your rhythm. The rhythm you want to take. But the most important thing is you really feel your legs super strong, and it's kind of lifting you up. You can sort of float with your upper body because this is kept on fire. And then I'd like you to focus on your face And see if you can relax all your facial muscles. And then when you go a little bit quicker and quicker and quicker, take your own rhythm to go quicker, you feel that even the skin of your is gonna fly. Yeah? Okay, so I'm gonna leave you to it. Charge your leg. And let your arms and your hands just fly where they want to fly. Let your face fly off. The skin and your cheekbones, they just fly.
Gathering my body, senses, soul, to raise upon its crest, tumbled passion, break me down.
Keep going. This is cardiovascular work, eh? Keep going. Use your belly. Spread your toes. Use the inside of your legs. Power in the movement.
Your voice, like the brush of soft petals.
Give it your all. Shake. Now if you want to change it to other movements, feel free. We've got a couple more minutes to go. And I'm going to leave you to it. So you know this technique now? Do it whenever you feel like it. If you want to bounce, you bounce. Go a couple of times up and down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Nice. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now simply stand there with your one hand on your heart space, the other hand on your belly, or if you feel more comfortable having both arms next to your body, then do that. Observe. Your heartbeat. Observe the way your body is asking for more oxygen. So now we're well established in our physical body. Anomaya kosha. And then we're going to get both of the feet to the front of the mat. Spread your toes. And we're going to go to a couple of slow sun salutations. So engage your inner thighs. Roll the lower back down. Engage your belly. Shoulders are to the back. And as you slowly inhale, lift up your arms. And then exhale, roll the thighs in and bring both of the hands on the floor. Bend your knees. Say hello to your hamstrings. Inhale, look forward, open up your chest. And then exhale, take both of your feet back, come to your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, pull the navel to the spine. Inhale. And exhale, take your knees to the floor. As you lower down with your elbows to the back, keep your belly strong. Then on an inhale, we're going to slowly lift up to upwards facing dog. Push the index finger into the floor. And exhale, downwards facing dog. 5 big breaths. Big deep inhale. Take your time to arrive in your down dog. Bend your knees one by one. Move your hips to the right, to the left. And breathe slowly. That's super important. You want to breathe slowly because when you breathe slowly, you feel what you're doing. Your body centers down. Your mind settles into the present moment. Push your hands forward without moving them, so that and then bend your knees a little more. Exactly, Sandra. Very nice. So that you can open up the chest a little wider. One more big breath. And then come to the front of your mat. Inhale, look forward, open up the chest. Exhale, take your body back over your legs. Inhale, coming all the way up and lift. Shoulders down. Exhale, hands in front of the heart space. Nice. 2 simple more sun salutes. Inhale, lift up your arms. Exhale, lower down. Use your belly, spread your toes. Keep the chest open. Inhale, look forward, open up the chest. Exhale, take both of your feet back. And we're gonna lower down, but be aware of your hips. So as you place your knees on the floor, don't let the hips stick out. Yeah, so you sort of roll, first of all, you tuck your tail towards your heels. Keep that flatness in your lower back, belly in, elbows to the back. Belly strong. Inhale, coming up and lift, shoulders to the back. And exhale, downwards facing. 5 big breaths. Close your eyes. Gaze between your eyes, and as you're exhaling, see if you can maybe sway your hips to the right, opening up the left side of the body. And slowly sway your hips to the left, opening up the right side of the body. And it is really like the magic lies into the slow breath. Because when you start breathing super slowly, your whole body reacts to it. You will make slow stretches. And there you are, present in your body. Two more big breaths here. Inhale, push the index finger into the floor. Roll the shoulder blades away from the ears. Keep engaging your belly. Ja, heel goed, Annelies, als je nou nog je knieën een klein beetje meer kan buigen. Ja, en dan duw je je bekken nog meer omhoog. Met gebogen knieën. Met gebogen knieën duw je bekken omhoog. Exactly. Voel je die strekking in je schouders en je borst nu. Dat is wat je wil hebben. Last one. And then again, come with the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, look forward, open chest. Exhale, take your body back over your legs. Inhale, coming all the way up and lift. Exhale, hands in front of the heart space. Sun salute B. So bend your knees. Now look at your feet first. Is the weight well distributed? Check. If not, create same weight inside of the foot, outside of the feet. Toes, all space between all toes if possible. Now feel your heels pressing into the floor. And then as you're going to bend to Utkatasana, chair pose, easy pose, make sure that the weight stays mainly on the heels, not on the front foot. Inhale here, slowly. Exhale, stay in your chair pose. Engage the thighs. Another big inhale. And exhale, place both of your hands on the floor. Take both of your feet to the back. Plank. Knees to the floor, belly in, elbows to the back, slowly lower. Inhale, come to your upwards facing, shoulders to the back, feel your triceps working. Exhale, downwards facing dog. From here, you're going to come to your plank again. And this is the first challenge. So pull the navel to the spine, strong legs. Then lift up your left leg and your right arm forward. Then place both of your hands back on the floor, knees to the floor, go all the way down. Lie on your belly. Take both of your arms to the back. Hey. Yeah, so you're lying on your belly. Take both of your arms to the back. Yes. And lift the arms and the legs. Lift the arms and the legs. See if you can pull the upper arms towards each other. The hands are in the same line as your elbows. Pull the shoulder blades together at the back. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Shoulder blades towards each other. Very nice. Now both hands next to the rib cage. Inhale, coming all the way up, shoulders back. And exhale, downwards facing dog. Now let's go to the other side, slowly. From the belly, you're going to move into your plank. And then we're going to take the right leg up and the left arm forward. So the other side. Use your belly. Keep the breath going. Keep the breath going. 2 more big breaths. And then take it down. Knees to the floor, lie again on your belly. And this time you place both of your hands underneath your chin. And you just close your eyes. And observe what's going on in your mind. And then, because we are inviting the unconscious mind to come up to the surface, what often happens, because we are consciously going towards it so much, that often the effect is that we stop thinking, and that is fantastic. So we're inviting the unconscious to come up. So we're like really start listening. Okay, what do you have to say? Is there something? And then probably for some of us, we're just stop. That's fantastic. And if we're not on guard, woo, it leaves with us again. And it starts dancing the mind. Blah, 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 blah. So we want to practice going towards it all the time. Both of your hands next to your ribcage. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, downwards facing. Now lift up your right leg high. Take your right foot all the way forward. Take your left foot to the left and come up into lunge. Lunge pose. Now we're going to go a little bit lower and bend the left knee a little bit more. Bend the left knee a little bit more. Now because we've done that, we can roll the lower back down. Yeah? Okay, then from that position, we're going to stretch the left knee up. Stretch the left knee up. Take both of your arms up. Inhale. And exhale simply towards the back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Now, I'd like you to grab with your left hand the outside of your right buttocks underneath. So you go underneath, you grab the right side of your buttocks, you place your left hand on your right buttocks, and you're going to pull that in to the midline. Pull that in. Yeah? So your right knee and your right hip are in. This is absolutely a movement you want to always do. So you're pulling your right hip bone to the back of your mat. From there, keep pulling it in, keep pulling it in, keep pulling it in. Again, lift up your arms 3 times. Exhale, pulling the right hip in. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Nice work, that's a long stand. Take both of your hands forward. Knees to the floor. Belly in as you lower. Inhale up. And exhale downwards facing. 3 breaths. Lifting up the left leg high. Left foot forward. Okay, make sure you're strong in your stance, meaning if your right foot and your left foot are on one line, you're going to lose balance. So you want to have the feet at the lines of your hips. Okay, now lower the hips. Bend your right knee. Then lower the lower back towards the floor and stretch your right leg. Stretch your right leg a lot. 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. And then we're going to grab with the right hand underneath the outside of the left buttocks and we're going to pull it in. Now, notice that, your hip can even be a little bit more in than your knee. That's totally fine. Notice how much this is working. That's what I'd like you to feel. Really feel, because you're pulling it in. You're pulling your left buttocks towards the back of your mat. 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Very nice. Take both of the hands to the front, knees to the floor, and lower down. Inhale, come to your upwards facing, and exhale to your downwards facing. Now walk your hands towards your feet, bend your knees and grab your elbows. Just take 5 big breaths. Open up your toes. Again, shoot your hips towards the ceiling so your legs are super engaged. Your belly is working and your upper leg is just dangling down. Relax your neck. And then relax your arms, slowly roll up, vertebra by vertebra. So we have the time to really roll up. And then roll the shoulders back. All right, we are prepared for Warrior 3. Warrior 3 can be done with the arms forward, to the side or back. It's up to you. This is the most challenging. This is a little easier and this is a little easier. So place your right foot forward. So the core keys to making this work is pulling, like we just did, the hip back in space and using your belly. Yeah. Okay. So bring your right foot forward. Turn your lower back down as we just did as well. Turn your lower back down. Then flex your left foot as you lift your left leg and your foot, flex it. Yeah. Your left leg is straight. Feel that there's one line from your left shoulder to your left heel, one line. Keep using your belly. Now take your arms wherever you want them. And then as you slowly move forward with your upper body, pull your right hip back in space. Keep the breath going. See if it's possible to keep your right hip down while your right leg is up. The hip is down. So I would like to be able to put a cup of tea on your lower back. So Annelies, draai die heup wat naar beneden zodat de kopje thee niet morst. Very nice, super nice. Coming back to middle. One hand on the heart space, one hand on the belly. Observe. Notice all these options where you can go with your mind. If you're not awake, you just let your mind run away with you to wherever it wants to go, which is fine as long as you are aware where are you? What kind of trip is your mind taking you on? Is it interesting enough to keep listening to it? Or you just want to go back to center, breath, body? So hopefully this yoga practice and this breath practice, this consciousness practice can be a motor for when you catch yourself during the day being overly critical or having a mind fuck that doesn't serve you, ability to let go, recenter. Seeing it, letting it go. Seeing it, letting it go. All right, other side. Left foot forward. Spread your toes. Lower back down. Belly strong. Left hip goes to the back of your mat. Lift up your right foot. Flex your right foot. Feel the anchoring through the left leg, but also through the right leg. And then with a very steady, open chest. And as you're going to lift your right leg up, it has a tendency the whole hip to go up towards the ceiling, and then your cup of tea is going to be spilled. So it's an inward rolling inside of the thigh as you lift it. Yeah, so you're lifting your right leg, but the thigh rolls towards the midline. And that's going to help you keep your lower back flat. Keep breathing. Now, a lot of action is in the back foot. Straighten de back leg. Meer kracht in je rechterbeen, Annelies. Probeer echt die voet naar achter te duwen en dat rechterbeen helemaal te strekken. Ja, en dan draai je de rechterheup naar beneden. Nice. Sandra, very nice. Super nice. Keep using the belly. Take 3 more deep breaths. And then slowly come back. Again, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, 3 full breaths. Very nice. So, lift up your arms. Exhale all the way down. Bring both of your feet to the back. Lower down. Inhale, come to your upwards facing. And exhale, downwards facing. Now you're going to lift up your right leg high. And then bend over that right knee over. So we're going to open up that right hip. Take your right foot on the outside of the right hand. Take your left foot more to the back. Lower, lower, lower. And then if you can bring both of your elbows on the floor, that would be great. If it's not possible for you, you just do until where you can take it, yeah? So you can push your right knee out. You can maybe put the elbows on the floor. But I'd like you to open up that right hip. Yeah, so this is an option. Elbows on the floor is an option. And you can also push the right knee away from you. 3 more big breaths. Nice. Now place both of your knees next towards each other. We're going to go to cat stretch, 5 of them. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale. Two more. Take them slowly, consciously. And one more. Then we're going to go to the other side. So you bring your left foot on the outside of your left hand. Come forward, so or you are here, feeling it, opening up, or you have your elbows on the floor, or you place your left foot of hand on the inside and push it out. Three more breaths. And then you slowly come up. Take your left foot back and come to downwards facing. Now, as you're in downwards facing dog, you're gonna slowly walk the hands towards your feet. And you're gonna come and stand up. Okay, so we have one more challenging posture to go, both sides. I'm gonna first show it to you to really know what you're gonna do. So we're gonna go towards the foot and then we're gonna lift it up. Already this action demands focus. So you're gonna grab your foot. As always, you have your foot and you grab with the first big fingers the inside of the big toe. That's always how we grab the foot. So first big fingers inside of the big toe and the arm is on the inside of the leg, yeah? So you're gonna go, I'm just gonna show first, yeah? So you're gonna pick it up and then from there, there's a couple of options. If you're not so flexible yet, you're just gonna stay like this. Yeah, and you're gonna push the foot into the hand and you're pulling the hand into the foot. That friction is gonna give you balance, and also the knee is as you see, the hip is opening up. Now, for the people who are bendy, you can stretch your legs, and you connect with your core. So it's always a little bit finding your balance, and this is how we will stay for a couple of breaths. So it helps a lot to have the other arm out, giving you balance. If you need to fall, you fall. But this is what we're gonna try, yeah? Okay. First, we're gonna take 3 full breaths. So close your eyes, focus in between your eyes. Mobility in the knees. Center yourself with your breath. See in front of you, visualize a beam of light in the middle of your body. It's like this X in the middle of your body. This is going to be your focus point. Yeah? Okay. Then move all the way to your left foot. Go down. Grab with the first 2 fingers the inside of the right big toe. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles. Squeeze your belly and pull up the right leg. This is already challenging. Then you want to become straight. This can already be a challenge. Just stand up straight. That is important. I don't want to see this. Yeah, you want to have your shoulders back, belly strong. And then maybe you're here, maybe you're here, maybe you're here. And then just breathe. Exhale out of the mouth helps. Relax your face and notice your breath. It's completely normal if you would breathe very shallow, but then notice that and try to deepen it. And then elegantly we'll place it back. And we place the hands on the heart space, close the eyes, and listen. So we practice balance through doing it regularly. Pranayama, I have to say that breath of fire has helped me so much with my connection to balance. How we slept, how we ate, how we drank last night or yesterday, it influences the capacity for balance a lot. How is our emotional state? It's so many different factors that influence our capacity to balance. So realize that if you would be critical towards yourself, it's completely nonsense. Because everything's got a reason. All right. Let's go to the other side. All the weight on the right foot. Grab with your first two fingers inside of the big toe. Place your other hand on your hip, right hand on your right hip. Now engage that's the first thing I do, engage the pelvic floor. Then the belly, and then you rise up. Now before you do anything with your leg, I'd like you to be straight. And the straightness, you can push the ball of the big foot, the right foot. Push the ball of the big toe down. Okay. Only then you can start playing with your leg, but this can be on itself a challenge. Yeah? And we'll take it down slowly. Roll the shoulders back. I'm going to go 5, sighing it out. Inhale. And then from there you come, and we're gonna come and sit in tailor seat. So be comfortable. If you need a cushion, block, take it. We're gonna go to breath of fire before we go to Shavasana. So breath of fire is the best. It's so healing to do this every day. If you want to quit smoking, if you want to learn how to focus better, if you want to stimulate your digestion, if you want to strengthen this muscle of discernment, Vijnana Maya Kosha, the wisdom body, to be able to, like a samurai, like drop certain thoughts, focus on other thoughts, you know, it's like so empowering. So breath of fire, maybe for the people who never done it before, it's on the exhale you pull the navel to the spine, and on the inhale you relax your belly. And in the beginning, it's good to do it slowly. And then after, you can go quicker. But it's important they are clean movements. So it's not this is not the way it's done. If I see somebody doing it like this, and I'm so happy that I'm going to see you live all in the coming months, and then I can really check it, but I'll try to check it here as well. But if you notice yourself breathing like this, it's not good. You want to like really clean. So there's a lot of power in the exhale. Okay, so about the arm movements. So this wouldn't be a challenging class if we wouldn't keep our arms up. So that's what we're going to do. We're very simple. Just arms up, a little bit higher than 90 degrees, like that. And yeah, nothing weird with the hands. We're just going to have the hands open. And we're going to go for 3 minutes So if you notice you're tired, which is very normal already, it's also for me a barometer to see how fit I am. If I notice that it's difficult, I know that I need to sleep or recuperate, eat better or whatever, because it's going to show you your own level of fitness. So we're going to go for 3 minutes with the arms up. If you notice you're tired, you stop and you pick it up later. Okay, there we go. Look between your eyes, gaze between your eyes. Pelvic floor is closed all the time. So it's not like if you relax your belly that you relax your pelvic floor as well. No, you want to keep your pelvic floor closed all the time, and you're on the exhale, you're pulling your navel to the spine. You guys to it, because if I breathe, then you're going to follow my rhythm, and I want you to follow your own rhythm. Continue. Take the rhythm that's good for you. Yeah, so if it's slow, you do it slow. If you feel something itching, then you stop. Yeah, but keep the arms up. Try to keep the arms up. Yeah. And if you're getting tired, just put some energy in your hands. Yes. Keep going. Follow your own rhythm. You can do it. Strengthen your arms. Lift. Yes. Keep up. Lift the chest. Lift yourself out of your circumstances. All right, take a deep inhale. Now block your breath. Pull the navel to the spine. And exhale, take it down. Bring your hands on your knees. Gyan Mudra. Index finger, thumb together. Chest open. Gaze between your eyes and just feel your experience. then with our eyes closed, we're going to roll the eyes up towards the ceiling while taking the chin down. And then from there, we're going to roll the eyes towards the chin while taking the head back. Then we're going to come and bring the head back to neutral. Then see if you can, with your eyes closed, look to the right. And then let the chin follow. And then send your closed eyes to the left and let the chin follow. Coming back to the middle. We're going to do that a couple more times. So we're going to take the chin down and roll the eyes up. Then take the head back and roll the eyes down. Back to the middle. Taking the eyes to the right, let the chin follow. Taking the eyes to the left, chin follows. Take 3 more rounds for yourself. So vertical movement is opposite, horizontal movement is follow. As you finish the exercise, slowly come lie down for Shavasana. Be comfortable, take a blanket, take some socks. Lie down. Relax your legs. Take big distance between the feet. in the belly and relax the stomach, the area above the belly. Relax your jaw, your tongue. Let your eyes drop deeply into your skull. Take your arms to the back. Push the feet forward, take a big stretch. And then come to seated. So if you're brave and you want to take that awareness on shadow work coming up during the coming days, Remind yourself to be always super compassionate with whatever you meet inside of yourself. I need to remind myself of that also all the time. It's a brave thing to do, facing your own shadow. And may this practice serve to alchemize everything that we meet on our mat, alchemize it into something that can serve us, and therefore we can be more open and tolerant towards the people around us. Take a big deep inhale. Namaste. Thank you guys.